It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Detectives investigating the indecent assault of a woman in her 90s at a Charlestown nursing home have released a CCTV image of a man they want to speak to. Police say the woman was attacked at the aged care facility on Dudley Road on Friday, May 11. Senior Constable Justin Arano has this description of the alleged offender.
The man in the image is described as being of Caucasian appearance, aged in his 60s, approximately 170 to 175 centimetres tall, with a slim to medium build and grey hair. He was wearing a grey jumper with blue across the chest, dark coloured shorts, along with dark socks and joggers. Police are urging anyone with information to come forward.
We've posted the CCTV image on the 2NURFM Hunter News Facebook page. A driver has had a miraculous escape from a spectacular crash on the M1 at YE. The 46-year-old was heading south on the motorway yesterday morning when a front wheel flew off his silver Ford Falcon, sending the car crashing off the road and into a line of trees. He had to be cut free from the mangled wreck and is now recovering in the John Hunter Hospital in a stable condition with shoulder, arm and leg injuries. The New South Wales Government has announced a $185,000 18-month program to support at-risk youth in Lake Macquarie in an attempt to reduce crime with early intervention. The program will focus around the Cardiff area due to a spike in theft and disorderly conduct, resulting in a crime rate 2.5 times the state average. Attorney General Mark Speakman says the initiative is aimed at the Community Activities Lake Macquarie Centre, but will be collaborative.
We're getting young people, the police, the local council and other groups in partnership to design mentoring and diversionary programs to keep young people engaged, young people positive, and not have a cycle of potential crime that spirals out of control.
Roads and Maritime Services says they have engaged contractors to recover debris in shipping containers which fell overboard from a cargo ship off the coast of Newcastle. More than 80 containers fell off the ship. 4 of them were spotted about a kilometre offshore from Hawke's Nest. Debris was washed up on Jimmy's Beach, Rocky Point near Anna Bay and Fingal Head. The RMS says the items remain the property of the consignor and can't just be taken home if found by treasure hunters. $810,000 has now been invested in Hunter courthouses following the completion of upgrades at Raymond Terrace Local Court. New audio-visual links have been installed at Muswellbrook and Belmont, while Broadmeadow had its video technology updated. The improvements also include remote witness rooms, TVs and laptops, in a bid to make the proceedings more efficient and reduce trauma for victims. Parliamentary Secretary for Digital and Inclusion, Catherine Cusack, says proceedings will be sped up by the new technology.
People who are not in the courthouse, so remotely, whether they be prisoners in the prison, so they no longer need to be transported to the courthouse to give evidence. It could also relate to police witnesses who sometimes have to stop what they're doing all day and come and spend the day at the courthouse to give evidence. They'll now be able to give it remotely.
Port Stephens Council has come in third on a list of the most complained about councils in New South Wales. 26 official complaints were made in the last financial year, mostly to do with misconduct and governance issues. Central Coast topped the list with 32 complaints.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Newcastle Knights have edged closer to the top 8 with a 30 points to 4 win over Parramatta on Saturday. The victory was the club's biggest in almost 3 years and the largest winning margin in coach Nathan Brown's 61-game tenure. Brown says his more experienced players helped the side get through the tough period.
A few of those experienced blokes out there that have been around the game a while, it certainly helps our younger players. They know how to play through tougher periods, and Aiden had moments in the first half where they had a break and he scrambled well, and some little effort areas which helped keep Parramatta to 0. Certainly rubs off on our younger players.
Dimi Petratos has capped off a memorable season after being selected in the Socceroos' final 23-man squad for the World Cup in Russia. The 25-year-old will become the first Jet to play at the tournament and will link up with former teammate Andrew Nabout. The Socceroos will begin their campaign on June 16 with a tough opening match against France. And Lakes have moved to the top of the Newcastle Rugby League ladder with a 14 points to 12 win over Cessnock on Saturday. The win was the Seagulls' third win in a row, moving them alongside Curry on 8 points at the top of the table. And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 19, 24, 17, 7, 14 and 37, and the supplementaries are 2 and 23. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.